are a few things we're gonna do at the beginning of each session to get your pelvis in a little better alignment. One of them is a hip flexor release. And so the way that we release the hip flexors, which are tight on a lot of people, is by firing up the glutes. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And then the next is gonna be a QL release, or quadratus lumborum. And that usually pulls your pelvis into an anterior tilt, making one leg longer than the other. So that's the other release we'll do before our workouts. So your hip flexor release, you're gonna lie on your belly. And you're gonna lift one leg up straight from the hip without bending the knee. You're gonna hold for 6 seconds. And you're gonna do that 6 times on each leg. Really squeezing the glute and trying to tell that hip flexor to let go. So 6 times on each leg. Lift and hold, and it might be harder on one side than it is on the other. And that just means that hip flexor may be a little bit tighter. Good, so 6 times, 6 seconds each on each leg. And then your quadratus release, you're gonna roll onto your back. You're gonna lie down with the legs out straight. So you're gonna bend one knee and grab it with the opposite hand. And you're gonna take that leg, that knee, right across your body. You should feel a nice stretch in that glute muscle in the side of the leg. You wanna keep that opposite shoulder down on the mat or the floor, wherever you are. You just don't wanna be lifting that shoulder. I'll show you from the other side. So bending knee and then taking it over. Trying to keep that knee in line with the hip so we can really get that lengthening into that quadratus and let the pelvis release. And then if you have any pain or tightness in the deep hip muscles and the deep gluteal muscles, there are several other stretches that you can do before your workouts. So you can bend one knee and then take the opposite leg in a figure 4, making sure you're externally rotating through that hip. So you're bringing the knee and the ankle in the same plane, so they're in the same alignment. Then you'll bring that opposite leg through and pull on it just a touch. And that's getting to the piriformis and those deep external rotators. And then you can also take this knee over to the opposite shoulder, and that gets a little more into those deep gluteal muscles. So those are a few things that'll help you align the pelvis before your workouts. It's super important to get the legs the same length before we start to load the body. It just makes for a more effective workout.